We're going to make sure when it comes to health care that we get everybody insured with private insurance, free market insurance. People don't have insurance today. We'll get them insured, but we're not going to have Hillary care or socialized medicine. We're going to grow strong jobs. We're going to keep our economy strong. We're going to do that in part by keeping government small and spending down. Washington has got to stop spending more money than they take in. And you know, Iowa has a lot to say about one of our big challenges, which is our energy challenge. We send about $1 billion every day outside of our country. We don't need to. We could become energy independent. I'm committed to getting America finally on a road to truly being energy independent. Let's keep that money and those jobs here. Hi, sweetie. What's your name?
Madison.
How old are you, Madison?
6.
Are you out campaigning today for a politician?
Yeah.
Good. I like that. I'll tell you, Madison. Oh, she's got money for me too. Look at that. I'm collecting money here. Look at this. Wow. Yeah. I think this is known as an illegal campaign contribution. So we're gonna have Mom hold on to these dollars here. You're not Mom. Dad, you hold on for just a second here. Okay. We'll do that when the cameras aren't rolling. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. We sure love it here. I have to tell you also that my confidence in the future really flows from the people I meet across the country, here in Iowa and in New Hampshire and South Carolina and California, all the wonderful states Ann and I get to see. You'd be really encouraged if you saw the people we see and recognized that the heart of the American people is so strong and so good. We are a very noble people. We have some unusual characteristics, Americans do. We like hard work. We like opportunity. We love our families, and we'll sacrifice for our loved one, for our children, for our aunts, our uncles, our cousins, our nieces and nephews. We care about family. We love our country. There's something that really unites us time and again. I want to tell you a brief story. I was in my office when I got a call. I was governor, and I got a call from one of my assistants in the office, and she said that we had a soldier coming home from Iraq. His parents were so far from the airport they couldn't get there to meet him. Would I meet him at the airport? Yeah, and so I said, well, okay, I'll go to the airport and meet him. And then they said, he won't be coming home in the passenger compartment. He's coming home in a casket. And so we got in the car, drove to the airport. Big U.S. Air jet came in and stopped in front of the terminal. It has a big glass wall. And passengers got out. The luggage came off the conveyor belt. The luggage carts went away. And finally, the casket was lowered. There were some soldiers there with me, and they saluted and stood at attention. I put my hand on my heart. And then as the casket was being put inside the hearse, I happened to look up at the terminal where this big glass wall was. And it seems that the people who'd gotten off the aircraft had lined up against those windows. And they saw the police out there and the military, wondered what was going on. And people walking by in the terminal saw them lined up, so they got behind them. You know how we are. We all get in line when we see people looking at something. And so I happened to glance up there, see a big crowd of people, and every person I saw had their hand on their heart, looking at that soldier. This is a country that has a good heart, that comes together, that recognizes the sacrifice that's made by our men and women in uniform. We face real challenges throughout the world, but I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic because of our patriotic nature, our love of God, our love of our nation, our love of our whole heritage of opportunity and hard work and education. It's what convinces me we'll have a bright future. We're going to see change in Washington. Finally, we're going to see some real change, and and that change is that's part of the American way. I think you're going to see more change in the next 10 years than we've seen in the last 10 centuries. America's going to change, and in positive ways. I think our future is bright. I'm optimistic because of the people I see, because I know that we're an innovative people. I've been dealing with change all my life in the private sector, then at the Olympics, and then as governor, I'll bring change to Washington and make sure that we're safe, that we're prosperous with good jobs, that our homes are strong, that our values are enduring. Ann and I will give it our all. We won't embarrass you in the White House. We'll keep you proud, and together we'll make sure that America is always the hope of the earth. Thank you so very much, Joni. Thank you. Great to be with you today. Thank you. Thanks, brother. Good to see you. Thank you. Thanks so much for being here.
Can I get a picture of you?
You bet.
Mom,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Hi, sweetie.